I exposed a massive Ponzi scheme fraud that operates in the gray market and even donned itself a name that is synonymous with the phrase. This potential scam is going to absolutely shock you because they are attempting to raise $70 million and have already been successful at parting hundreds of people with over $16 million worth of their hard-earned money. And I dove deeper than any other person on this project so far, using all of my years of Ponzi alerting expertise to deliver the unbelievable truth to my audience, so make sure that you pay attention because it is about to get extremely scary. Now, if you appreciate my effort and info, make sure that you smash that like button. Help me hit my goal of 10,000 subscribers by the end of 2023, and boom, bang on that notification bell. Comment anything that you want in the relevant sections, whether good or bad. I appreciate it, and we are ready for all of the smoke. Now, Gray Fund, Gray Market Fund, whatever you want to call yourselves, you are now on the radar, and we are about to unearth everything that you have been doing in the gray. Let them tell it, and Gray Market is using DeFi to disrupt traditional finance once and for all. Literally, everyone says this. Big words for a project that doesn't back up or prove literally anything that they are doing in the background. Hence the name Gray. Gray Market leverages the power of multi-chain DeFi investments, crypto investing, and passive income to pluck TradFi from the top of the heap. Okay. Gray Market is offering to generate passive income to its members through professionally managed investments, but they can't tell you who is doing it. Makes sense. With self-proclaimed and non-confirmed holdings in crypto assets, staking, real-world assets, credit and debt instruments, derivatives, these guys have to be your ticket to millionaire status. Am I right? In all seriousness, Gray Market believes in the power of utilizing AI and algorithms to make big returns on your crypto. And I believe in the power of using keywords and trigger words or phrases to pull the wool over the eyes of unsophisticated, wet behind the ears investors to make them part with their money easier. But who am I to say? Just the guy that is called out and predictive like 100+ Ponzi's and rugs. I clearly don't know anything about this type of advertising, and I've never seen it before during the DeFi craze of 2022 and 2023. But back to Gray Market, because they even say that it also comes with the oversight of experienced financial expertise to expose the blind spots of algorithms and AI bot technology. Why? How? Because they're smarter than you, that's how. But they can't tell you who they are or how they're smarter than you. So there's that. Now, entering stage left, Blackridge LLC. Here's that LLC, the CEO of the company Gray Market. It's literally an LLC in Denver, Colorado, and it's literally just some person's 5-bedroom, 5-bathroom, 4,000 square foot house that sold for $1 million in 2020 and quotes itself as being a business development service. This is literally on Google. You can go check it. The link's in the description. And guess where the other Blackridge LLC is? 1600 Broadway, Denver, Colorado, 80202. Again, go check Google. It has been delinquent in the state of Colorado since May of 2020, around the same time that house sold, weirdly. Okay. Weirdly, Blackridge LLC was incorporated in 2020, as their website blackridgellc.com states, and Scott McChesney and Tim Wilson are the principals. But somehow these two guys have overseen $800 million in hotel development, acquisitions, project funding, and now new business developments for Marriott, Hilton, etc. Now, I'm not 100% sure if I believe that these are the guys behind the Gray Market or Gray Fund, so I would take all of this with a little grain of salt, but just as an FYI, I asked someone that is invested in Gray Market and someone who says that they've met Legacy Z in person and also spoke to Gray, and they're kind of on their partners list, but I won't mention who these people are. The conversation was going really well until I asked about the names Scott McChesney and Tim Wilson if they meant anything to this person, to which crickets started chirping and the conversation abruptly ended. But if you look at Scott's LinkedIn, it says that he has been the manager of Blackridge Group since 2018, which is also what the website of Gray Fund says, so it could either be him or someone pretending to be him. So watch out for that. Because let's be real, if Scott is really this successful, then he would probably put his face on, or at least be able to raise $70 million, no problem with the track record that he has, which is what makes me think that it's not actually Scott and why they aren't putting anything out there about him. Another weird thing is that Gray Fund says Blackridge LLC does private investing with a focus on disruptive technologies, innovation, equities, and global economic advancements. Whereas Scott's LinkedIn says much to the contrary because it's all about real estate and hotel chain development. I also don't think that they're probably in business with this A16Z, which is a company out of California that's been around since 2014 and is on their partners list. Why? Because I reached out to every single branch of A16Z and no one replied at all about Gray Fund. And here's the screenshots. I even reached out to NYDIG on their official website, and this is one of their, partners that Gray Market or Gray Fund says that they're partnered with on their website. And surprise, surprise, no response, all crickets. Weird. It's almost like your partners aren't partners, Gray Fund, or they don't want anybody to know. But maybe it's just a coincidence. They say the Gray Market platform operates multiple modern investment vehicles that have adopted traditional investment techniques and applied them to the cryptocurrency and DeFi markets. Participating users can monitor their professionally managed portfolio from a secure an easy-to-use decentralized application, or DApp, via the Gray Market website. Multiple modern investment vehicles? Traditional techniques applied to crypto and DeFi? Professionally managed portfolio with a secure DApp? Wow, these things sound sophisticated. Where do I sign up? I need a pin. I wonder if they can prove any of it. Well, this handy-dandy chart shows the performance, right? Yeah, nobody could have just thrown that up, proved no numbers behind it, made it all up, and just paid out the deposits of other users' funds to the previous investors. No way! That's a Ponzi scheme. Couldn't be that. No one ever does that in DeFi, especially not anonymous teams. So let's break down the numbers on that page just to be sure. Total funds balance is 26 mil. That is the total that they have under management. But total deposits are only 16.33 mil whenever I was filming this video. Weird. That's because people compounded their profits. And I'll tell you why I say profits here in a second. But somehow Gray Fund has generated $16.6 million in profits on the lifetime of it, right? But of that, only 6.6 million has been withdrawn? Hold up. Wait a minute, something ain't right. That means that everyone has compounded over 50% of what was deposited? So basically, they have actually paid out $6.6 million of that $16.3 million that they brought in, minus their almost $1 million in fees that they took naturally. So they still have a potential Ponzi balance of $8.8 million. But if they pay out 16% on average per month, this is where it spirals out of control. If everyone takes their profits at 16% per month on average, that is $4.16 million per month on the 26 million that they have under management. This means their potential Ponzi balance would or could be depleted after 2 months of everyone taking their profit. So let's see how this plays out. But without new money coming in and without people compounding to the moon, the numbers that they see on the screen, this thing could go down really quickly. So how do they quote that they make their money? That's something to keep an eye on because they're saying your coins will be an essential part of the AI trading bot model that they claim will earn users 16.15% monthly returns. This bot tool is designed to make trades that maximize profits while adjusting to changing financial markets using a combination of crossover, mean reversion, and momentum strategies. Sounds very sophisticated. The result is consistent earnings for members, if the bot does its job correctly. But how many AI bots or trading bot scams have we seen before, and what makes this one legit or different from them? Wolf Capital, Furio, Freeway, all of these, right? Much of the Gray Market service mix hasn't actually shipped yet, and the launch is set for late 2023. Well, we're here, so it should probably launch, right? The Gray Fund is held in an off-chain third party that closely monitors its positions with credit and debit spreads, 40%, leveraged calls, 30%, derivatives at 20%, stable farming at 5%, venture capital at 3%, and then yield farming at an amazing 2%. You know, all the stuff that you don't understand and sounds super sophisticated and smart, nothing to see here. But you can download the report on their website of their funds allocation. Just kidding. They've been operating for over a year, but for some reason, when you go to download that report, it still just says soon. Okay, so basically, you don't have anything to report. Weird. Smells a little Ponzi-ish. Gray Market makes some bold claims on its website. For example, the platform claims to provide members with an average of 16% monthly returns. Be very wary of this. Let's be real. If they were returning that type of money in real life, like actually making that type of money and not just putting numbers on your screen, they would not only be able to, but they would have to prove it to real investors. That's why they're targeting retail and new crypto participants and gamblers willing to place their bets on if they can get in and get out in time before the Ponzi crumbles. Because if they were really returning 16% per month, venture capital, angels, accredited investors, funds, institutions, Wall Street, and even when private equity would be banging their door down and they'd raise $70 million in a matter of minutes. But they can't prove that, so that's why they came to unsuspecting and gambler crypto DeFi degenerate participants instead of going to the people that will actually ask them to prove their model before they give them money. Put it like this: it's a lot easier to get 1,600 people to part with 1K than it is to get an institution to part with 16 million. You don't have to prove much to the 1Kers, but you have to prove everything to the $16 million investor. Weird, huh? Now, although there are not many examples of big winners yet to go public, Blockchain Ben, who's partnered with Gray Market, says he's made 13% ROI in his first month. Blockchain Ben. I can set up a platform that just puts numbers on a screen too, though. Did he pull profits or did he just compound, unrealizing those profits, right? Because we already proved most people compound, which historically keeps Ponzi's and ruses going for a little bit longer, but then they eventually plummet. Try this. Everyone involved, claim all of your profits for the next 2 profit cycles. Then let's see if there's any money left for the 3rd cycle. Remember the numbers that I quoted you earlier. The Gray Market dApp is not yet fully available, but the landing page for the dApp has a calculator that you can use to estimate your returns over time. Weird. We literally invented an entire technology and filed patents for it in less than 1 year at Presend. But these guys can't get this dApp and proof up in over 1 year? Something's wrong here. Smells a little fishy. They say that if you invest $1,000 for 12 months, a Gray Market's fund averages 16.15% monthly, then your claimable amount will be $5,274.48 after you pay $754 in fees. This is a return that many on Wall Street would kill for. So obviously investors will be interested, but are also highly likely to get wrecked when this crumbles. Gray Market is bolstering its credibility by forming partnerships within the crypto space and TradFi. Sorry, I tried to say that with a straight face. One of the bigger partnerships is NYDIG, who actually manages the Gray Market Chain Fund. Other important partners include Assure DeFi, GitBlock, Blackridge, and DappRadar. They've even teamed up with Salesforce, Chainalysis, and Certic for all of their KYC processing. Gray Market's network is operable with many other big name ecosystems that are already well known on the scene. Binance, Smart Chain, Avalanche, Ethereum, others. It seems Gray Market is boldly following in some big footsteps. There's a monthly membership fee of $200 per month. And by the way, all those partners are all BS partners. None of them make them any money and half of them are probably fake. But if this is a Ponzi, they're all screwed. This is the one thing that could take them down, that $200 fee. People can literally pay that via fiat, credit card, bank transfer, all of it. Those types of mediums can be traced back to the team's bank accounts, etc. So unless they've offshored everything, which I doubt they did, a flat monthly fee like this is pretty uncommon among many of the crypto projects that I've seen, and it could be their downfall if this turns out to be a scam. Gray Market has an ambitious roadmap that includes several exciting developments on the horizon. The platform is also looking to launch their full trading bot and obviously launch its Gray token that is almost in pre-sale. Just kidding, they canceled that and the stablecoin. They distracted you for as long as they could. Now they have to either do it or scrap it. So they scrapped it naturally because they don't want to do anything. When their coin launch was scheduled for late 2024 and full legal compliance listed as their next actions, things look to be heating up for this project. Banking and staking services will roll out in January along with the launch of venture capital as laid out on the website timeline. Well, let's give it a couple of weeks and let's see if that happens. The team does expect to have raised enough capital to meet their proposed targets by February of 2024. You got several tens of millions of dollars to go, and unfortunately the compounding balances don't really count, but okay. Let's take a look at the team behind Gray Market. The founder and CEO of Gray Market is listed under the name Gray, and many of the other team members also do not reveal their identities on the Gray Market website, naturally. However, could Nathan Galvin, who is also the CEO of Blackridge Hedge Fund, be the Gray Man? Nope, but they'd like you to think that. Why? He already raised $70 million in 2019 and another $250 million again in 2019. He, trust me, does not need to raise from crypto or retail. He could call his buddies and raise that money literally anytime. Which begs the question, why would they do that? Well, unless it is him, then I'd assume there's something shady going on, because why else would they not just raise in another regulated fund that has already been done twice? Think about stuff like this, my friends. Intrinsically think about things like this. Question, why? The other founding members all passed Certic KYC, at least they say. And the rest of the team roster touts experienced professionals in the crypto and finance industries despite going by Discord usernames rather than their personal names. Very professional. There are a few elements of this project that will send investors literally running for the hills on this one. The big one is going to be the Undoxed team. There are just too many great projects in crypto that are being built by trusted, well-known, and most importantly, fully documented teams. The reality is that the crypto space is just competitive right now. So while Gray Market might genuinely be a great project, which I doubt that they are, but let's give them the benefit of the doubt, there are a few issues that make it too easy for investors to take their money to the project across the street that do not have those issues. I don't see this project making it to their $70 million goal. The only savior is a bull run where people just throw their money at dumb stuff like this, but I don't see that happening before the potential Ponzi collapses because it's a miracle it has stayed afloat for this long, at least in my opinion. So let me know what you think about Gray Market in the comments section. Have you literally ever had positive experiences with trading bots or managed funds before? And if you're looking for a couple of things that are actually legit that you want to diversify your portfolio with in 2024, look no further than Wolfer Finance and Presend. Wolfer Finance is a blockchain infrastructure company that hosts the known blockchains that you've definitely already heard of, like Ethereum, like Flux, like Phantom, like Avalanche. It has a potential mining arm coming out in the future. Presend is a dually patent pending software company that protects cross-blockchain transactions and will be looking to license that technology out to the largest institutions in the world. You can participate in both of these crowdfunding offerings on Akamona.com in the coming weeks, and if it's something that interests you, make sure you click the first link in the description and we will surely let you know when those offerings open in the coming weeks. And with all of that being said, if you like content like this, obviously, make sure that you smash that like button. Make sure you hit subscribe. Boom! Bang on that notification bell. Comment anything that you want in the relevant sections. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for showing up to this video. I will see you in the next one. Have a good day, everyone.